Look at that guy. He's just... There we go. Thankfully we made it before he was able to reinforce the capital. The turn of the day. There we go. Since we have taken enough of their victory points, we can say yes. It is ours. We're taking all the states. We have enough points to do so. No one can argue with us. Well, thank you. I'm thinking El Salvador is looking pretty good. Pretty damn good. I'm being yelled at to declare war. Don't worry, we've got another 12 days to do that. And we got 6,000 bits of equipment. Not all of it basic equipment either. I think we managed to get some weapons one out of that. I can't be certain though. That might have all just been basic equipment. But we got something far more important than just the basic equipment. We finally got oil fields of our own. 20 oil. And on top of that, what have we got? Two military factories, 5 civilian factories, and a naval dockyard. Important day for us, very important day. Not that I'm about to be equipping myself with tanks just yet, but we've done well. Jake, more importantly, your manpower is great now. I were able to press a fair few people out of here. The recruitable population is only 2.6 thousand here because, well, it's a population of 2.89 million. 98% reduced since it's not a core state. What is a core state? A core state is what you start with and sometimes a few others. You gain... Does Germany have any core states? Or is that diplomacy map mode when I need it? Trying to think of anybody that has core states outside of where they start. Honestly, I can't... there we go. Greece has Istanbul, for example. But yeah, no love for El Salvador. And our name is split in half due to unfortunate circumstances regarding the Panama Canal. So here we go. We now have a couple of islands to take on over here, but the question from here is where to go. The Venezuelans are powerful. They are not somebody we can probably fight anytime soon. However, they have a ton of oil, more than I could possibly imagine. What we're going to do is stop our oil imports because we don't need them. We managed to get at least a little bit of oil fields of our own now. And I need to think where to go from here. Jake, Venezuela next. Venezuela is indeed tempting. Ecuador, though, they have a lot of factories. Peru have a lot of everything, including army, so they're a dangerous one. Ecuador is very tempting. They'll be a soft target. All I need to do is make my way to the capital and they will crumble. But Venezuela, yes. Perhaps I should prepare for the Venezuelan invasion. It's a big front. It's not like this one where I could punch through decisively. Here I have, well, I might as well do a bit of a count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 provinces to defend against. Or for me to defend. I could potentially skimp on that, but that doesn't seem like a good idea. I mean, I could not defend these two. There's little reason for me to defend them. Even if it gets occupied, well, whoop-de-doo. It's not like they'll gain control of the state. But these two are very defendable provinces if I just give it to them. No, that'll give them a bigger area to defend. No, it won't. Also, this is a city of theirs. Looking at them, they have a fairly high national unity of 70%, and it would take quite a lot of beating for me to punch through them. I would lose many men. Eat the Caribbean first, Jake. Now, I'm thinking about where to send my... Well, that's the Netherlands. I was trying to think, who in the world are Curacao? Yes. Haiti need to die. I don't have much time to kill them, but I do have units right here. So, what do we do? You folks. Make haste to lay waste. Aye, that should do us. But do I want any more? I mean, you guys, for example, you could have your own invasion as well. Yeah, that works. That works pretty well. We'll get you guys all under... Jesus? Jesus is actually leading my navy? I'm impressed. You're going to be patrolling up here to ensure that we can make our way there. And I need to get there on the double. We also... So we have some naval invasions that are going to take some time to prepare. 42 days, in fact. I don't really have 42 days. But do I have 42 days before I can declare war on you? The answer is I have... just got 42 days. Hell, I'll probably just declare war anyway. Okay, you guys will get into position. Hell, do I really need that many? I'm thinking I don't. What I'm going to do is delete and delete. And instead, I'm going to grab you. Make your own units. Grab half of you, stick you into a unit. Not going to give you commanders. And I'm going to give you these tasks. See, it takes longer to do for larger battle groups. But if I do this, then I don't have to wait quite so long. I've only got to wait 21 days. And 21 days means I can get my invasion of Haiti done. Haiti still have a pathetic army. You do as well. And we are taking... Oh, I got planes. Oh my days, I got some planes. I got 8 fighters. Huh, bet those suckers over in Haiti have no fighters. Okay, I'm not sure if you're going to have the range. I am all but certain you are not going to have the range. But here we go, our 8 fighters get to work. Okay, we'll get to work on this, but I'm going to declare war before I forget, because otherwise I would forget. Haiti's going down. So we will get these ready. Only going to take 21 days. I'm going to hope that the enemy don't have a larger fleet than I do. Oh, they have no fleet. You also have no fleet. They also have no planes. Why build when you can take? Now you're speaking my language. I also need to get on that war goal shenanigan. Venezuela really should go down, but Ecuador should go down first. But if I leave Venezuela, they're going to become stronger than I can possibly imagine. Yeah, we'll take down Ecuador first. But I don't have the manpower to spare, do I? Train up a couple of units. These ones we will actually train. Jake, Haiti. I don't hate them. So, you guys... Can I actually deploy you here? Incredible. Gain air superiority, please. Now, I doubt that you're going to be losing any... I might lose some to accidents, and that would be tragic. But I have air superiority over here. That's going to help us in these battles. So that's ticking up, and it'll be done when it's done. Jake, save up points to the next manpower law. They start punishing you quite a bit here. Factory output goes down, construction speed goes down. I mean, yes, I need it. Hell, I will probably go for scraping the battle as and when I can. But at least extensive conscription at the moment does not hurt my output of goodies. Because damn, I like getting myself some weapons 1 produced. Ooh, this isn't good. I'm running out of steel. I want more steel. And I'm producing this military factory. When are you going to be done exactly? 5th of February. That's good, I will get that finished. Then I'll be pinged to remind me that I have spare civilian factories, and I will get to work. Jake, I don't see any viewer reduction strats happening. Oof. I'm going to take this moment to laugh at the letter Z, who wants to say hi right now, but he is banned from the chat room. Jake, are there any nations in South America with a different portrait than the one everybody has besides Brazil? I think it's just the same guy who jumps from country to country. Yeah, you did say South America. Yeah, we got Brazil. It's the same guy. He puts on a different tie and just hops over the border. How would... Hold on. There we go. He's actually just putting on a different suit. Going to work in Paraguay. Oh, I've got to take the weekend off. Oh, I'm going to rule over Uruguay for the weekend. Clever guy. Knows his audience. Jake, I think your volume is a bit low compared to the game volume. I'm not sure if it's just me though. Well, I'm going to need some corroboration on that before I jump the gun and make any changes. So another 2 days and we will have everything we need to go and invade. Get to work. So I'm hoping that my 6 elite units... Well, none of them are babies. Do I have any babies left? Just one. Brigada de Infanteria. Shocking. Apparently the volume is fine, so I'm going to just roll with that. So, Port-au-Prince. I hate to say it, but you're going to die. Before I do that though, I'm going to rejoin you here so you're under the divine leadership of Jose. Not Jesus, sadly, but it does mean that we get, what do we have? Attack plus 10 when fighting over a river, extra reconnaissance, and he's a mountaineer, that's pretty handy actually. But what is most important is that he has that glorious skill, which is about to hit level 5. So what do we have here? We've got attacking in multiple directions. We instantly destroyed their delay tactic with our shock abilities. Oh, we're just going to destroy them, there is no doubt. How are we doing in that whole air superiority thing? Well, I'm working on the air superiority, but we lack the range to completely cover the area. It's not really making much of a difference here then. And actually, unfortunately for us, we're in low supply because we just decided to jump over here without setting up any kind of supply routes. Why is this important? Well, because we can't really afford anything here. We need to take this all-important port if we want to do well here. Which is actually going to be a little hard since they have so much defense. Let's just hope this doesn't backfire completely. I also need to declare war on you before 23rd of December. I need to try and remember that. Emphasis on try. I want this. When better weapons become available, I want to be the one that gets them. Okay, at least his organization is going down, albeit slowly. But all this time... Oh, jings, I wasn't aware that there was a river crossing going on here as well. That's bad. That's going to negate a lot of the bonus that we have here. Well, you can try, but you cannot stop me, Haiti. Jake, declare war, take the other port. Yeah, that's probably for the best at the moment. So I'll have one of you attack. We'll declare war on you. And we're going to set up some supply lines. This also should allow us to fully encircle our enemy. And it prevents me from forgetting about declaring war on the Dominican Republic. Jake, the only person that can beat Colombia and then die to Haiti. Chings, I get a bad rep so quick around here. Right, will one of you make your way around there? This is going to be full encirclement mode. Jake, is Jan Mayen a province or state in Hoi 4? Search me. Not quite got the supply we need just yet. Where are we? 4. Do for these guys, but not over here. Oh, it'll be sorted. Don't you worry, girly. Oh, these guys, I think I got a glimpse of them having absolutely no equipment. I could probably charge in and destroy them in one. Jinx, they're going down. These are my regulars as well. Done, and wow, what luck, we get our Great War tank as well. Thanks for the equipment. So no more supply woes, and we're way away from getting weapons too, but I want support weapons and improved infantry equipment. I want both of them. Probably work on that with once concentrated industry is done, because I want weapons too pretty swiftly. What a bad day to be you. How's that tension looking, Jake? 60% is... We're actually going to be doing Germany a huge disfavor, and I would not be surprised if he gets crushed because of what we're doing. Certain actions are locked behind high world tension, and since we have caused over half of the world tension, when the Germans come for Poland, Poland is probably going to be able to join the Allies fairly swiftly. So that means Germany is going to be fighting the French and the British fairly swiftly, and they will not have a friend over in nationalist Spain. So I foresee bad things for Uncle Hitler there. Well, Uncle Adolf. So I am working on that Ecuadorian declaration. Might as well work on you while we're at it. I have yet to figure out exactly how that's going to work. But it will work. I just need to get to it. Please, by all means, set up a front line here and plan to bum rush them. Good job, well played, and all the rest. Once everybody's situated in those ports, we tell them, get back home in time for Christmas. Where to? I guess that'll do. And there's no point in me continuing to defend all this, so just head on back to port. This is purely taken for the factories. So a naval one, 2 civilian, 2 military, that does me just fine. We're now producing plenty of weapons, and we need more steel. So, how are we doing on that construction? It'll be done eventually. We turn to the United States and we say, please, please give me more steel. And he's happy to oblige. It's still actually not enough, but I'm not concerned that my convoys get produced slower. They're not a big problem at the moment. Great work, Jake. You're about to be accused of, by the Fuhrer himself, as the biggest villain in history. That's more achievement. Victim. I don't think there's an achievement browser, is there? Oh, there's help. Could always bring up the wiki and watch my own tutorials. So, manpower is hurting. Manpower is hurting a lot. But I might have a plan for that. I might not, but I might. Peru are tempting as a... somebody to fight, but we'll take care of Venezuela first, since they have that delicious oil. They still outnumber us, though, and there's no guarantees that we're actually stronger than them. They have no air force to speak of. It's going to be a hard one to punch through Venezuela, actually. Alright. If there's one way that we can punch through, it's by getting better things, so we'll work on that. We don't have the fighters that we need, apparently. Might not be a bad idea to start producing some. And then I look at this. No oil, no aluminium, no rubber. No. No, I think I'm... the trouble there is I can produce guns till, you know, I have more guns than butter, but there's a problem with that. I don't have the people to hold the guns. Which means I need to start getting things that require fewer people and more killing. Granted, fighters cover that quite nicely. But I'm going to need some aluminium and some rubber. We don't have access to either of those down there. If we take a quick look at the resources, none as far as the eye can see. Yeah, I'm not about to fight France or the Nether, no, or the UK for their resources. Sadly, chromium is used in heavy tanks, and I do not have heavy tanks at the moment. Jake, artillery. Artillery would be nice, but I have to research it. I don't have it researched. I have weapons 1 and nothing else. Well, basic equipment, but no, we don't go down the basic equipment route. Might not be a bad idea getting some fighters going, because they could help us pretty nicely in the Venezuelan war, which is sure to come. And I can produce a few per month. all they would get me is air superiority, but that itself will help a wee bit in the fighting. I would have to turn to my good friend in America and tell him, excuse me sir, I need some aluminium and I need some rubber. He doesn't even have rubber. I'm sure the UK will oblige. And I'm sure that military factory will be completed someday. So there we go, we'll actually get a fair few of these per month. Hell, we even have free factories. Boom. But I still think the focus on guns is the right way forward. A surplus of steel, but that's fine. And excellent, we got delay. Delay is wonderful. This would also be wonderful if I had any tanks whatsoever, but at least some reinforced rates and the elastic defense will help. Elastic defense will counter any blitzing that we see. Jake, does the US ever aggressively expand on its own in this game, or is it just a sleeping giant? It is mostly a sleeping giant until world tension dials its way all the way up to 100%. The Anschluss of Austria, okay, the Reich is looking good, world tension is even higher, and they're working on their air innovation, so they're not quite gunning down everyone else around them. El Salvador is looking good. I would quite like you guys to just get yourselves back to reserves, actually, the more I think about it. And heyo, we managed to finish that building. The question is, what else do we want to build? Defensive structures would be wasted on me. It's not like I can build barracks to increase manpower. Could be building more military factories. Could certainly be building more military factories. It gives it something to do since I'm not hurting on any supplies whatsoever. That equipment effort is going to be very good in getting us weapons too. And how are we doing on this? Let's train some more. No, not you. You. Oh, we have a touch of manpower to spare. Armored division, yes, I'd like to produce some tanks right now, but I would like to produce some considerably better tanks. So wait till this is done and then start researching light tanks. I want motorized. I really want motorized. Yeah, it has to be done. I want to research it eventually. Jake, can you turn fascist as USA and conquer rest of America? Yes. It's not the easiest thing to do to turn fascist as America, but don't let something not being easy turn you off of it. Now I need to think, how in the world do I punch through Venezuela? Rivers are an important thing to keep in mind here. Both defensively, for example, there's no way you could make a good offense from here to here, but there's also no way in hell I could make an offense into his mountains across a river from these plains. Yeah, very hot as well. Jungles are very nice and defendable, so if I got a couple defending here and here, I could focus on punching through here, but he also has this one river that runs... I know I'm fairly blind, but is that running all the way through here? I could take the high road, means churning my way through these mountains, but if I clear the mountain path, it's a clean route to his capital, and I get around this accursed river. Punching through here is just not an option. I think I'll set up a nice thin line, and then have a remainder of my units punch and punch hard. I can actually change some laws here. I could be getting some service by requirement, but I don't want my factory output to fall. But I do want double population. Yes, it's service by requirement. Oh, that's painful. There's a lot of things that I want. We're going to need the numbers against the Venezuelans, there's no doubt. Well, good news is we're going to train our country to not be babies. Simply can't afford tanks right now, but there we go, we can certainly afford giving people a gun. And the wonderful thing is, once I'm done with them and I start modernizing my way to tanks, then... I lost my train of thought there, but I'm sure we have something good. Jake, what about a naval invasion? Aye, see, now you're thinking. Apparently they don't have any naval forces. I could launch a naval invasion that smacks them right from the back. In particular, if I grab this port... You know, I'm not sure if we'll see anything, but could you sail across there? Maybe we'll pick up some intel about them. Okay, so I can tell that he's got a couple of units defending his capital there. He's got diddly squat going on here, and okay, he's a clever cookie. He's defending in the mountains his naval base, so I can't just snipe that naval base and then transport units non-navally invading. But there's a problem in doing a naval invasion as well, and that's that supply is going to be abysmal since I won't have a port. So the naval invasion plan, unless I secure this quickly, is doomed to fail. The lack of supply would murder me. No, I think I have something good if I punch my way around here. But Ecuador has to fall first. Jake, you know what's great? Panama Canal is great. Yeah, if only it was mine. Panama Canal. Permission type friend. That's very nice of them. See, they'll allow us to... no, they're not going to let us go through, but what the hey. So, by the 10th of June, we'll have everything we need. And it's the 2nd of July that our war goal is done. How convenient. I think Venezuela are going to die, and I think they're going to give me a whole heap of oil. I'm confident that I want to keep going with my... what are these called again? Yes, I've played this game before. My doctrine research. I want to gain weapons too as quick as I can, but I'm going to have a bonus to that. I need to continue working on my tanks though. Light tank, then light tank 2, then medium tank. I'm going to go down through the medium tanks, and if I can make my way to modern tank, then I'll be a happy lad. It's been a hard one to get to, but a man can try. Republic and Spain are just not quite making it at the end there, but I'm certain they will win. There's no way National Spain can make a comeback out of this. Even the Japanese have decided to give up on them. But the Japanese, well, they got their own concerns right now. China decides to unify when it's facing off against the Japanese, but a successful naval invasion by them from Taiwan, or maybe even from the home islands, or even from mighty Ryukyu. Ryukyu's looked better. Did the water level drop in Hawaii? Oh well, that's their concern, not mine. Jake, don't forget the 4th research slot. Sorry for the spam. I can't get it. I need 50 factories for that. And trust me, I would love to have 50 factories. We'll get there. So, 35 days, Salvador is going down. Really, I don't need to punch in with you guys. You'll probably attack anyway, but I will encircle and punch through because Ecuador, yeah, they have about the strength that the Colombians had. And you see what I did to the Colombians. I practically enslaved them. And I have no bad feelings about doing that. In preparation for this, I am going to deploy all of my fighters here. They should have the range to do this. I just want them to get air superiority. Shouldn't be any problem doing that. I mean, they're not actually fighting at the moment, so they can't go up and do that. But when we fight, and we will fight, that's exactly what's going down. 20 days. Jake, don't forget to use your planes, okay? Man, that must be from the future. Jake, how about a naval invasion to cut off Venezuela's north front's supplies? Could go as bad as it could go well. The thing is, they'll still get it through here. I would need to split them somehow. They have a full front along here. I know they have units here and here. So what I could do is split off their capital, but then that still gives my units an issue of can't do jack. I'm confident our numbers can push through though. I just need to set up a good line to begin with, and I'm probably going to need another army or